Welcome. 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 Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab if you're new here. Welcome to this February 14th, 2025 YouTube live stream. I'm your host, Justin Mack, here at Freedom News Now, the top G of the 1A audit community, the final boss of the 1A audit community. Learn how to grow your YouTube channel over 1,000 subscribers the right way here at Freedom News Now. First Amendment audits, ID refusals, walk of shame, cop watch, police accountability, civil rights education and information. What a great time to be alive. I'm so thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you who joins us here on these YouTube live streams here on this February 14, 2025. Coming to you from Michigan here in the United States of America. For this report. Got big updates today, new updates. Police officer gets fired for insane behavior live. Angie, welcome. Spin Cobra, welcome. BZ Watchdog, welcome. Rising Sun, welcome, welcome. I see y'all. Let's get some, see what kind of numbers we can push out today. It's all about those numbers, clicks and views, numbers, clicks and views. YouTube numbers. Nothing else matters anymore except numbers, clicks, and views. Some police accountability. Some big lawsuits. We'll be back out there on the front lines, weather permitting, probably within the next 2 months. Till then, we'll be bringing reports from the war room, straight from the underground. Got a lot of new reports, big reports, updates, new updates. Got some reports on some judges holding corrupt judges accountable. That seems to be the new thing, the big thing right now. Holding corrupt judges accountable. Maybe here at Freedom News Now, we move past the low-hanging fruit, the police officers, the cops. Time to jump past these low-hanging fruit, these Zog bots, these Zog hogs, police officers, and go straight to the source, judges, corrupt prosecutors, the high-ranking officials, the city leaders, the county leaders. Maybe it's time to move up that rung of the ladder and focus more on these courthouses. Getting a little bored with these cops as low-hanging fruit, these uneducated, low-informed, low knowledge police officers. It's tough to get access to them. It can be hard to get in there and get access. They got such a tight control over our courthouses. They don't let we the people into our own courthouses. You know, at first it was just a few select journalists they trespassed, and they trespassed everybody from the courthouses there for several years. Now they never went back to work. They're out working remote still, many of them. County workers, city workers. It's not just the federal workers. We'll hold them accountable. We'll be out there on the front lines, keeping an eye on them. Dr. Sean Berry, welcome. Talking police officer gets fired for insane behavior. BZ, I saw part of your chase video you had. See, you were live out there with Carolina recently. She had a short live where you had contact at a chase. Those of you that like those bank audits, BZ put out some new bank audits recently. People were always questioning me about the bank audits back in the day. We were one of the first people doing them. Took a lot of pushback for it. You're always going to take pushback when you do something new, something different. There'll always be those detractors. That comes with being a leader. The top G of the 1A audit community. Stay with us. We got some live cops. Jackson police officer charged with DV. Allowed to resign. Should have been fired. Now he'll be able to jump ship over to the next police department. The police chief, Elmer Hitt, didn't have the stones to do the right thing. Then he quit. Then he resigned amid turmoil, chaos within the Jackson City Police Department. Disgraced police chief Elmer Hitt resigns in disgrace amid turmoil, chaos within the Jackson City Police Department. Yeah, it's good to try different audits. People give you some criticism, critique for your different audits you do, but makes it more enjoyable for the auditor trying some different styles, try out some different audits. You don't always have to audit police stations or post offices, or some people like library audits. The bank audits, those usually are pretty good audits, turn out to be pretty good. Turn out to get some good video content, gather some good content for a story. That's what it's all about, gathering that content for his story. And when the action happens, make sure you record it. Get that good quality video. For the most part now, people are getting pretty good quality video, but there for a while, it's like people go out and audit, and then they put all this time into audit, and then they get this terrible quality video. You can't even watch it. It's unwatchable. They're filming a brick wall instead of the police officer. Make sure you got that camera focused on that cop, on that officer. Keep that sun to your back. Keep the light to your back. Get that better image, better picture. It all helps get more views, more clicks, more subs. Stay with us. Let's get those likes up there. Hit that like tab. If you're just stopping in, you're just joining us here. Roadrunner, welcome. Let's Oddball, welcome. Jackson police officer charged with DV resigns in disgrace. Should have been fired. 38-year-old Jonathan Debsack arrested, charged with multiple felonies, goes before Jackson County District Judge Allison Bates-Stein at the Jackson County Courthouse. Jackson police officer was bound over to circuit court on 4 counts, including assault with a dangerous weapon, operating while intox, while armed, with a minor involved, and assault with intent to do great bodily harm, and DV. Hope they red flag lawed this police officer. They want to have these red flag laws now in Michigan. Better taking everything, all his two-way away from him. Got him all out of his home. He's a danger to himself, danger to everyone around him, the public, his baby's mama. Jackson, Michigan, breaking news. A Jackson police officer awaiting trial on multiple felony charges for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend no longer works for the city of Jackson. The disgraced police chief, Elmer Hitt, failed to do the right thing and fire him. He didn't have the stones to do the right thing. Instead of Police Chief Elmer Hitt resigned in disgrace amidst turmoil, chaos, multiple huge federal lawsuits within the department. 38-year-old Jonathan Debsack, former police officer, now the Jackson Police Department ended his employment as a road patrol officer. I don't know. I don't know if he should have resigned or not. If they're not going to fire you, I'm sure they're going to fire him. There's a new police chief coming in, Christopher Simpson. He probably would have let him go. He read the writing on the wall. He'll resign. He'll jump ship, become a gypsy cop, become a cop a department over, township over, become a gypsy cop. He'll still be a cop somewhere since he wasn't fired. You know, he learned the hard way. He showed those police secrets to his baby mama, his girlfriend. She went through his cell phone, spying through his phone, found these messages from a woman that he arrested the week prior. She was sending text messages asking him if he wanted to see the video. And, you know, where's the trust at in this relationship? This cop's baby mama going through his phone, spying through his phone. She probably learned it all from him. That's police officers' favorite thing to do, go through your cell phones. Used to be going through women's purses. Now they love going through your phone. She must have learned that from him. Oh, well. What goes around comes around. How many people has he done that to as a police officer? Now she did it to him, and now he's got busted. I've had interactions with him before. Really haven't had no issues with him while he was a police officer with me. He didn't press me hard. Actually, I had saw him during that time. It must have been after or just before. There's a live stream of a video at the courthouse this past year I did where he was calling me out by name, trying to gather information, intel. They only call you out by name so they can put it in their police report. They act like they're being your friend when they're like, "Hey, Justin, hey, what's going on? How you doing today?" So don't buy that they're trying to be your friend, these police officers. They're just saying that because then they can put that in their police report at the end of the day, at the end of their shift. Oh, I made contact with Justin. I made contact with this journalist outside the courthouse. Made contact with him again today. Made contact again today at this time. You guarantee they are. I guarantee every time I make contact with those court workers, when they come out and buddy with me, talking to me, some of those cops, they got deputies now at the front that watch the door to make sure none of we the people can get into our courthouse freely. I guarantee every time they come out and talk to me, try to be my friend, they log it in their police report. Gives them something to write down in their police report. Finally gives them something to write down. Good. I'm glad I give them something to write down. Maybe it's time we defund them as well. Defund these courthouses. I've been saying that for a while. We got to start defunding these courthouses. And thankfully, that's what's going on in Jackson, Michigan. They're defunding the jails, the county sheriff, and the courthouse. Recently, they failed to pass their millages. We, the people, have had enough. Stay with us. We got some video here for you. We got some video here for you. We'll see if this this judge does the right thing with this police officer. Jackson County District Judge Allison Batestein. California judge out here in Michigan. Probably some Soros judge formerly fired from the prosecutor's office in Jackson, Michigan. Now she's a judge. How can that happen? It can't, because it's fully rigged. This Judge Allison Bastein flooding our communities with illegals. From what I understand, she personally went down to the homeless shelters to kick out the homeless veterans to make room for precious illegals. It's disgusting. All we can do is keep an eye on it, expose it, and report on it. Keep an eye on these corrupt judges, report on them. Get them out from behind the bench. We've got multiple judges fired from behind the bench. How many judges have you gotten fired, tossed from behind the bench? Jackson, Michigan, they've got three that I can just report on. Judge Daryl Mazer, judicial misconduct. Judge Joe Phillip, he stepped down. Judge Justin. There's another one in there somewhere. Judge Hall, maybe. I can't think of his name, but there's been multiple judges. Judge Allison Bastein and Judge Michael Clarenstein. There'll just be another one to the long list of corrupt judges at Jackson County D12 courthouse. We'll hold them accountable. We'll expose them. So yeah, the city of Jackson announces its new police chief for the Jackson Police Department. City of Jackson has announced new chief for the Jackson Police Department. Former Jackson County Undersheriff Christopher Simpson is now the new next chief and will be sworn in, has been sworn in now. The change in police leadership comes as the current police chief, disgraced police chief Elmer Hitt, resigns in disgrace amid turmoil, chaos, multiple huge lawsuits within the police department. They got police officers ending people left and right. The new incoming police chief is a lifelong Jackson resident with extensive experience in local law enforcement. Christopher Simpson previously worked for the Jackson Police for 25 years before retiring as a lieutenant and a division commander in 2017. He's now currently an undersheriff for Jackson County Sheriff Department. So that means the Jackson County Sheriff Department will be getting a new undersheriff. I wonder who'll be getting that. I say don't fill it. They need money. They had all these budget cuts. They're trying to get more money. Constantly begging for more money. The Jackson County Sheriff Department. Well, you just lost your undersheriff. That should be a big pay cut. You don't need to replace that. Who's in here? Who's all in here? Dustin, welcome. B, welcome. I see y'all. Rich, welcome. KJ, welcome. What a great time to be alive. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you. Be that lucky number 119,000 subscriber. Win that free merch. We got some videos here for you. Stay with us. If you like them ID refusal, First Amendment audits. Got only the best First Amendment audits. It's like out in Arizona. Got some police going insane fast out in Arizona. Looks like. Maybe we could become one of those channels exposing some of the people out there, some of the grifters out there. I see the one channel, Grifter channel, finally is gone now. Been gone. You know, some of these channels grow their channels big off the First Amendment audit community, and then they get exposed as being grifters, being scammers. And then they want to turn their backs on the 1A community, everyone that built their channel up, all them subscribers that were there for them. Then they turn their backs on them. It don't work that way. Doesn't work that way. You're not going to just grow your channel off the First Amendment audit community, then turn your back on everyone and think you're just going to walk out clean. Thankfully, we got some people holding them accountable out there, cutting their First Amendment auditor uniform off of them. Blood in, blood out. I don't really have much opinion one way or another, but some people hold them accountable. I like to see people out putting in the good work out there, supporting everyone else out there and all the other channels. Let's check this out here. We got this video here out in Arizona. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab, be that lucky number. 119,000 subscribers. We're live.
Ready to answer questions. Okay. Go ahead. You can go ahead. How are you doing today, sir?
Good. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Sergeant in Training Bauer.
Sergeant in training, yeah, because I didn't see 3 stripes.
Yeah,
I saw
no.
That's a training patch or?
Well, I'm a field training officer.
Training officer? Interesting.
If you don't mind, I'm going to stand over here.
Yeah, let's get. I came back outside because it's getting warm. It's nice out. I had a few questions for him. He tried helping this. He helped me out with the commendation, complaint. I'm concerned that you don't have any complaint forms or commendation forms. Okay, look, we got the hired gun over there. He's using brick there for barricade. You're not going to need to shoot anybody today, sir. I'm not armed. I will tell you that. I'm not armed. So, we got a sergeant right here, too. Yeah. Sergeant Aponte, badge number?
6707.
Thank you, Aponte.
You got
it. Look, see, he's got the thin blue line flag on as well. I just had some questions about how many officers you have on duty at this department. How many police officers work here?
How many are on duty or how many?
Or how many altogether are employed at this department?
Altogether, we are about 200 sworn.
Wow, that's a big department. What's the size of Peoria? What's the population?
Peoria is, at the last census, I believe, is 175,000 people.
Okay, so that's pretty good sized population you're covering. Do you guys participate in the DOD 1033 program? You accept military equipment? Use military equipment?
No.
You're not familiar with the DOD 1033?
I am. We used to participate in that, but we haven't participated in that in
Probably the last 5 to 7 years, honestly.
Okay. I'm just asking questions. Citizens have asked me questions, asked you guys. A lot of citizens are afraid to approach police officers, and so they ask me to come and ask some questions for them. They're concerned about some different departments. I'm not saying this department in particular. I'm just saying different departments. And how many officers do you typically have on duty at a time?
On duty, there's generally between just patrol officers, or are you talking about officers in total?
Just officers in total on duty.
Well, there can be anywhere from 20 patrol officers up to, with all the specialty units.
Oh, okay. So 20 on patrol.
You got motors officers, you have detectives, you have, you know, it could be a bunch of them. North station, south station.
Okay. Oh, you have a north and a south station?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that. Good, good. Good. How come the flags are at half staff today? See, they're at half staff. What's that all about? Not sure.
The last thing I knew was for the president. For the president.
The president? Oh, for George H.W. Okay. Still up. Okay, okay. So do you guys consider yourself police officers or peace officers? Because there is a difference.
Well, I think it's a combination of the two, though.
Well, there's a difference between a peace officer and a police officer.
Yeah. No, a police officer will. You can park right there.
So.
You're good.
Yes, as a police officer, we are, sworn in to be able to uphold laws and all that, and enforce laws. But as a peace officer, we are also interested to preserve the peace in the community as well.
Very good. Well, there's just a lot of people think there is a distinct difference between a peace officer from the past and a police officer of today. So that was just a question I thought I would ask.
Well, like justice of the peace, they're responsible for a lot of civil things. And so nowadays, the civil service side of things, evictions, notices to vacate, those kinds of things are handled by the justices of the peace.
Over here, isn't there a court over the courts over there?
Yeah, no, we have justice of the peace different, for the county that are elected officials that do that.
Now, I see you guys have a drug box in there. What do you do with all those drugs? Do those go back out on the streets, or those
get
planter drugs?
They go into a bin and they get
destroyed. Now, he said there's an evidence locker. Who's in charge of? Who's got the key to that evidence locker? All the stuff you confiscate, drugs and guns, and
it'll be the people that are assigned to work in the evidence room.
So how many people have access to that evidence locker? Because people are concerned some of those are being used as burner guns and drugs being planted on people. Where do you keep your burner guns?
Well, we don't.
That's a funny question. We don't have burner guns. We don't have burner guns.
No? Okay, okay. I'm trying to think if I have any more questions for you. I don't think I do. You guys are dismissed.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
You may leave now. You guys are dismissed.
I appreciate
All right, I appreciate
You
it.
may leave now.
You have yourself a good day, all right?
Maybe I can get a picture of a patrol unit driving through, and I'm going to be on my way. I'm going to go out and get a few more angles of pictures of the building from out here, and maybe see if I can get a picture of a patrol car. A lot of people like seeing those different patrol cars. They're real nice.
If you want, wherever you wanted to go.
Where you want to set up, we'll do a drive-by for you right through the...
That was a good one there. Peoria, Arizona. First Amendment audit. A sergeant in training. 2 sergeants get owned by Freedom News Now. People want to say stuff like, all the time when they're like, oh, so-and-so was good, or so-and-so this and that. A lot of times the interaction only goes good because the auditor is so skilled, so knowledgeable, so educated, so informed. on the laws, on the civil rights, that they make it go smooth, because police, they'll press you every way they can to get an arrest, to take your freedom, take your life, take your money. That's all police know. You know, they want to get that money for the state. They'll take it by force. Stay with us. More cops. More cops on the way. Talking police officer gets fired for insane behavior. Live. We had some updates, more updates on the Danville man that was arrested at the Walmart in Danville. There's been updates on that. Law firm calling for termination of Danville police officer involved in controversial arrest of man with dementia. It was out of Danville. "66-year-old John Hardwick, center of a civil rights lawsuit case being filed against the city of Danville Police Department. The man who suffers from dementia was arrested at a Walmart. He was taken down by the ground by some insane police officers. He was down on the ground. One officer, police officer TJ Godby, was caught on video using multiple strikes on this old man with dementia. All these young cops. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. Preying on, targeting on these old men, these old women, senior citizens. You see it all the time. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Young men, police officers, using excessive force, unreasonable force on senior citizens, men and women. Children. I mean, when does it stop? Where does it stop? Does it ever stop? It's out of control. It was a false arrest, this man, says his lawyer. Police officer TJ Godby previously worked for the Stanford Police Department, where he had a similar incident where he attacked a guy, an old man, 80-some-year-old this time, beat him bloody, accused him of being under the influence, and slammed him on the ground, and not much of it was on body cam. Then he got hired by the Danville Police Department, went and did the same thing over there. He's got a history of it. They need to get a huge lawsuit. They need to get a lawsuit on this prior Stanford Police Department where he worked for this other family. Now the man's deceased, the 80-year-old man. Get some justice for the man, for his family, for what this cop did to these senior citizens. Not a First Amendment auditor doing it. You don't see a First Amendment auditor doing anything like that to any seniors. It's always your heroes, your thin blue line members, using this unreasonable force, unnecessary force, excessive force on senior citizens. Well, it's time for that to stop. We can do record and document on it, publish for all to see, gather content for that story. DJ, welcome. Chris, welcome. Christopher, welcome. I believe Danville, Illinois. Yosef, welcome. Dr. Sean, welcome. BZ, welcome. Blaze, welcome. Roadrunner, welcome. Let's Apple, welcome. Stay with us. We got more cops. More cops. Stanford Police Chief said he advised the Danville Police Chief Tony Gray not to hire Officer Godby. Chief Gray decided to hire him anyway. Now this 66-year-old man with dementia suffered the consequences. This insane behavior by this insane cop. He needs to be fired. There's a petition going around calling for the firing of TJ Godby. People in Danville gathered to protest in support of both Good and Hardwick's families. They want justice for the families. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I wouldn't be holding my breath. These police officers, they've got these police unions. Said it many times, these police unions are packed full of these pit bull lawyers that all they do is sit around and scheme up ways to defend and protect bad cops, dirty cops. You know, their number one way is qualified immunity. That's usually all they need. That's the number one defense for bad cops. They just exercise that qualified immunity. Gets all these bad cops off the hook. Why we need to abolish qualified immunity. Along with that, abolish absolute immunity for these dirty judges, corrupt judges that like to flood our communities with illegals. Allegedly directly disobeying the laws by harboring, concealing illegals. Well, we're going to expose it. We'll be out there recording and documenting on exposing these corrupt judges like Judge Allison Bates-Stein, Judge Michael Clarence Stein, for what they're doing to the American people, our veterans. Tossing our veterans out into the cold to make room for their precious illegals. Enough is enough. All we can do is record and document, gather content for a story, report on it. Make that viral video, let we the people see what's going on. We the people speak up when they had enough. To hold them accountable. These dirty judges, it's been going on too long in Jackson County. I know it's going on in other counties, other townships, other states, other cities. We're only one person here at Freedom News now. We've got a team, but we're one person for the most. Never better time than now to join the Team One Army here at Freedom News. Now become a member of Team One. Get access to those extra perks. Stay with us. We got more police video. Police body cam. Cops. Police officers fired, police officers owned, huge lawsuit. Stay with us. More cops. Battle Creek Police. Calhoun County Sheriff Department. Got Tweedledee and Tweedledum, twin sergeants. Get owned hard by Freedom News Now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab. We're live.
Some kind of Sally port back here where that patrol unit just came out from. You can see right here, got two ports, port 3 and port 4. I believe that patrol unit came out of port 3. Not much back here. Okay, so we may get contact.
Yep, I'm right back. Sir, could we have a talk for a minute? I know, sir. Can you explain to me why you're video or recording when there's no recording inside the building? Can you give it just a reasoning, sir? It's okay to record out here, but there's signs that say you can't go in there and do it. So can you tell me why you were violating that?
You don't want to talk to us at all? This is really pretty simple, man.
I can let you guys know I'm a citizen journalist.
Okay.
I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay.
Gathering a few pictures.
And that's fine. But we normally have procedures for when you come inside the building,
Right.
and record stuff. You got to set up to come inside. Outside the building's fine.
Okay, I can remain outside the building.
Okay.
Yep, but we do need do you have your ID on you? Because the issue is when you were recording inside of visiting, that's against our rules, and now you're going to have to be banned from inside the building. So we do need your ID. Okay? Do you have that on you, sir? Is that a yes or?
I'm going to disengage from this conversation.
Okay. So
Unless am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained.
Okay, so I'm free to go?
Yeah, you're free to go. So you don't want to give us your ID? I'll call this station.
Sir, we really do need to glance at your ID just so we can update our paperwork to not allow you in visitation without permission.
You suspect me of committing a crime?
Well, you were actually violating some of the inmates'
I'm doing
rights
all right. Hey, can you
by
have a seat?
taking
Could
the
I,
camera in there over here.
Could I get your name, officer?
Sergeant Hamilton.
Sergeant Hamilton. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sergeant Hamilton.
Now, could I get some cooperation from you and be able to see your ID? Because I'm cooperating with you, sir, and trying to work with you. I'm just asking for your ID.
All right. Thanks. See ya. Like I said, man, we're trying to be decent with you. It's just.
Could I get your name,
I'm sure you understand.
Sergeant?
Yeah, my name's Sergeant Galt.
Thank you, Sergeant Gall.
Okay, can we have your name?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
No. At this point, we're just checking on you because it's obviously not normal to be filming the government complex, and it's a security issue. That's why we're asking. So, can you answer my question? Do you or do you not have your ID on you? Is that a yes or a no? I'll tell you what we can do, sir. If you're not going to answer my question, I can detain you.
Okay, at this point, if I'm not being detained, I'm just gonna be on my way.
So you're going to leave then? Is that what you're telling me?
Am I being detained or am I free to go? If I'm free to go, I'm gonna finish my photography work and be on my way. And
Okay, and how long is that going to take? Because if it's longer than like the next 5 seconds, then you're going to be detained.
I'm gonna be on my way here. I'm gonna disengage from these guys. They said I'm not detained.
All right. You have a good
They're
day,
both
sir.
armed. Both these officers are armed.
And the same thing goes for the front of the court complex, okay? You hear me, sir? You can't bring any type of recording device inside the building as well. Okay? Okay.
Okay, here's a nice Calhoun County.
Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe tab if you like these First Amendment audits. The Calhoun County Jail, we're real close to 119,000 subscribers. Be that lucky number, 119,000 subscribers. Subscribe now, win that free merch. We've got Freedom News Now shirts. We've got Thin Blue Line Flag of Tyranny shirts. Ready to be sent out, mailed out. That lucky number, 119,000 subscriber. If you're new here at Freedom News Now, if you're just finding us from the YouTube Shorts feed, we're a police accountability, civil rights education YouTube channel, holding corrupt government officials accountable. Guerrilla journalists, free press, constitutional rights, education, and information. Sevenfold, welcome. Emilio, welcome. Psalm, welcome. Kevin, welcome. G&D, welcome. Mobile repair, welcome. Who's all in here? I see y'all. So thankful, so grateful. Don't make me bring out Just Insane to liven this place up. We've been having to tone it down from Just Insane to just Justin Normal here, guys. Oh, just Justin Normal. I don't know about Justin Normal. I don't like the sound of that. That's not going to work very well, Justin Normal. That ain't going to work. Nobody wants to tune in and watch Justin Normal. Got to keep this blood pressure in check so that we'll be good to go when we get out on the front lines in a couple months. And we can go full-blown Just Insane live. Speaking of which, there's some good First Amendment auditors out there. Make sure you go out and support all your favorite First Amendment auditors, cop watchers out there, citizen journalists, YouTube creators. Learn how to grow your YouTube channel over 1,000 subscribers the right way here at Freedom News Now. Stay with us. We got more cops. More cops on the way. Stay with us. We're live. Stay with us. Where's all the First Amendment auditor questions? Remember, if you're out there doing those First Amendment audits, remember that public sidewalk. That's your best friend. When all else fails, get on that public sidewalk. You know, if you want to play it safe, you're a new auditor, cop watcher, stay on that public sidewalk. If you go in and start auditing a place and you're not sure, you know, if you have to, get out on that public sidewalk. That's like the auditor's best friend, public sidewalk, cop watcher's best friend, journalist's best friend. And they'll still try to violate your rights. They'll still try to violate your rights, try to hem you up, try to take your freedom. You got to exercise those rights. Yeah, time, place, and manner. Good point, BZ. They always use time, place, and manner against auditors in the courthouses. They try to use that. The police try to use that against you. Oh, if you're not there during the regular hours, you're there at different hours, unusual time. You're at the police station in the middle of the night instead of during 8 to 5. Brittany, welcome. From a small town, no money, how do you find justice in a courtroom when you can't speak? Well, oftentimes you can't. Some of these courtrooms are so corrupt, you're not going to find justice in these courtrooms in America. Some of them. Do the best you can. That's if it's that bad, that's where you just minimize the damages, minimize your losses. If they got you, they got you. They got their hooks in you. They want to try to make an example out of you. Just minimize your damages and get back out auditing, cop watching, get back out making money. Get your life back, your freedom back. Don't let them hold your life. You know, I see them too many times, these auditors, cop watchers get arrested, and then they're on like 2-3 years before they even go to trial or get anything settled. That's 2 or 3 years these courts hold it over your head, keep control, keep power over you. I say settle it, just get over with it, give them a couple $100, be done with it. Who cares if you got a trespass or some BS on your record? That don't mean nothing. You think these fancy government words, labels they want to try to put on you, put on us, mean anything anymore? They don't mean nothing. They try to hold you back. It's just another way they try to put you in a box, try to hold you back. Don't fall for it. Yes, record and post on YouTube or social media. Spread the word. Try to reach some of those bigger auditors. Once you reach some of those bigger auditors and they share it, then the mainstream media, oftentimes, then they'll pick it up after the bigger audit channels share it. Oh, I thought you got arrested, but wasn't an audit. I mean, if you're out there, I don't know if you're recording it or not. You got it on video. I see some people been coming into your comment section in your chat. The one channel been trolling you a little bit. The angry dude's been coming at you a little bit, BZ. I checked out a couple of your videos there, your bank videos, the Chase video, and some people want to put in their 2 cents about those videos. Hey, you're getting out there, you're exercising your rights. That's what it's all about. Exercise your rights, get some exercise, breathe in a little bit of freedom, a little bit of fresh air out there when you get out. You know, do it your way. It's your way. It's your channel. Do it your way. A lot of people have been telling me how to audit for years. Do it like this, do it like that. Don't do it like this, don't do it like that. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it right. You know, I say do it your way. Everyone's got their own style, and try to add a little entertainment value to it, though. Don't make it too boring. More videos. Stay with us. We're coming up over on the top of the first hour. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab. Talking police officer gets fired for insane behavior. Live. More cops on the way. Stay with us. More cops. State boys. Got the state boys on scene. State boys messing with these American citizens. You don't see them out there arresting any illegals. I'm keeping an eye on that this year, 2025. Even more so than ever before. Not that I haven't before. I've been keeping an eye on it for years, exposing it. Facing pushback from these dirty judges, corrupt judges like Michael Clarence Stein and Allison Bates Stein, who want to push back with their thin blue line hired hits to do their dirty work for them. How dare any American citizen want to report their precious illegals They're going to send their hired guns after you, their thin blue liners after you. These 80-year-old women, Allison Batestein, Judge Allison Batestein, you think this 80-year-old lady's going to be able to do any of the dirty work? She sends out all her 6'8", 6'10" men to go out and do her dirty work to round up the American citizen. For what? For failed child support? How many black guys has she rounded up for failed child support? Probably not very many. Why is it only the white man that gets rounded up for failed child support? How many black guys get rounded up for failed child support? How many illegals are getting rounded up and thrown in jail for failed child support? It's only the white man, the American citizen, directed by these traitor judges like Judge Allison Batestein, getting exposed. How many illegals have these state cops arrested this week? They're too busy focused on this American citizen who's got a nice Toyota truck to harass him and his old lady. It's disgusting. We're here to hold them accountable now and forever. So he's got backup units coming, backup units on the way. He called in for backup units as trooper. We're here in Jackson, Michigan. So this trooper, he's got one person in torture cuffs. He's going through the pockets of the passenger. He's got backup on the way here in Jackson, Michigan. So guys, make sure you hit that like tab, hit that subscribe tab. Out here on the cop watch for you, out here in Jackson, Michigan. Here comes JPD. Okay, so we got backup on scene. They're late to the party, but they're here now. State police cops here got one in torture cuffs. One, they just went through the pockets, searched her, the passenger. Got the driver in torture cuffs.
And then you need to back up a few steps for me, okay? You get closer and closer. Back up for me, okay?
You got another cop here. You've got multiple guns. You're safe. I'm a safe distance from you. All the weapons you got on you, all the militarized gear you got, and you're afraid of a little camera, a little GoPro camera. We're just here for transparency and accountability. That's all you have to fear. So we got multiple guns on scene. These cops here more weaponized than they've ever been, more militarized. You see these, he's got his pants jack booted up, tucked in his pants, militarized. I'm guessing this is a ex-military right here. I guarantee this is ex-military cop. He's gonna search this vehicle now, going through the entire vehicle. These cops in Jackson, Michigan are weaponized. They're militarized like you wouldn't believe. Here comes another one, another JPD. Unbelievable. There's a lot of cops in Jackson, Michigan. They weaponize them against we the people.
Yeah, that's all I can take of that right now. That's all I can take of that right now. Got these police officers hassling this couple, this white couple here. Got all these illegals all over the place, illegals everywhere, flooding the streets. And you got these state cops, city cops arresting, hassling this white couple. Got a nice Toyota truck that they can confiscate. It's all about that money. They saw that nice Toyota truck. They figured they wanted to take it. The asset forfeiture. Oh, they found a seed on the floor. They've been doing it for years. Oh, I found a stem. I found a seed. We're going to take your car, take your life. They want to call themselves the good guys, the heroes. Stand on the right side of history. Be a white hat, the law-abiding heroes. Stand up, stand by. The white hats, the law-abiding heroes. Stand up, stand by for police accountability, civil rights education, and information. We're fully organizing, fully recruiting First Amendment auditors around the nation here at Freedom News Now. We got a team of First Amendment auditors. We're fully organized, fully recruiting. Be marching forward, driving forward, pushing forward. On to the next mission, on to the next First Amendment audit. We'll be back up at those courthouses recording, focusing on the courthouses, focusing on corrupt judges, holding them accountable for not arresting illegals, holding them accountable for harboring and concealing illegals in our communities. You know, some of these judges, they're not just traitors to Jackson, Michigan. They're not just traitors to America. What these judges are doing, these judges are traitors to humanity. These disgusting judges. This California judge, Allison Bates-Stein, here in Little Jackson, Michigan. What's this California judge doing out here destroying our community? It's no mistake that she was put out here to destroy this community in Michigan, this California judge. Formerly fired prosecutor. How can you get fired as a DA and then become a judge at the same courthouse? Judge Allison Bates-Stein. Gee, I wonder why. Y'all belong to the same secret society, the same little club, the Jackson County Bar Association. You got to be a member of the same secret society or club to oppose. It's all fully rigged. Everyone knows it is, but you see what's going on in the world today with all these corrupt judges thinking they can take over the will of we of the people. That's going on right here in Jackson, Michigan with corrupt judges thinking they can directly disobey the feds, rule of law. They want to try to harbor and conceal illegals right here in Jackson, Michigan. These dirty judges, corrupt judges. We'll be exposing them. We'll be exposing these Michigan State Police, these county sheriff, these local township police, these city cops. How many illegals have you arrested today? How many illegals have you arrested this week? They're too busy out there harassing, hassling the American taxpayer, the white man over child support. They're not arresting any black guys over child support. How many black guys do you think they arrest over child support? You know, child support didn't even start until 1975. It's a big scam against the white man to control the white man. Women and the system weaponize it against the white man to hold you down. To take all your freedom, take all your power away from you. Don't fall for that scam. Women have been weaponized in the justice system against men at least since 1975, when the Child Support Act became law, became weaponized against the white man in America. Look at all the positive comments, all the positive support. What a great time to be alive. Yeah, we're claiming total victory here at Freedom News Now. Total victory here at Freedom News Now. If you want those wins, you want to win every time, never better time than now to join the Team One Army here at Freedom News Now. Join a winning team where we had total victory. Learn the right way to grow your YouTube channel over 1,000 subscribers. Learn the right way to do First Amendment audits, 2A audits, open carry audits. If you like those open carry audits, those concealed carry audits, this is your channel, Freedom News Now. Carry concealed, open carry, 2A audits, 1A audits. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you. We got more videos here for you. Stay with us. More cops. More cops get owned. We're talking about the Jackson police officer charged with multiple felonies, resigns. Jonathan Debsack, police officer, was allowed to resign instead of getting fired by disgraced police chief Elmer Hitt, who also resigned amidst turmoil, chaos, multiple huge federal lawsuits at the Jackson Police Department. Speaking of which, the city of Jackson Police Department, they haven't arrested not one illegal this year in 2025. How many American citizens have you arrested, city of Jackson Police Department? How many American citizens' freedom have you taken from them? Hundreds, thousands? But you can't arrest one illegal of the thousands in our community, flooding the community. You're a disgrace. Any police officer, in my opinion, if these local, state, county police officers aren't arresting any illegals, they're a disgrace. They're not worthy of another dime of our money. They're focusing all their attention on arresting the American taxpayer. Defund them. Never a better time to defund the police department if that's the case. That's what we did in Jackson, Michigan. We defunded the Jackson County Sheriff Department. We defunded the Jackson County Jail. All our hard work, all our effort we put in the last year or so came to fruition. They got defunded thanks to you guys, your hard work, we the people, your phone calls, your emails. The courthouse got defunded. What a great time to be alive, holding them accountable. Let's Avo. Welcome, welcome. Then we got to defund these police unions. These police unions, all they do, they got a team of pit bull lawyers. That's all they do is sit around and scheme up ways to defend and protect dirty cops, bad cops. Let's defund these police unions. Stay with us. We got more dirty cops. More bad cops. Stay with us. It's never ending. It never stops. Where are they? Where are they? We'll find them. We'll find these bad cops. Here we go. 6 cops. Surround them. ID refusal, intimidation, fail. 6 cops. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab.
Identify yourself. You got a firearm on you, so you must.
No, I don't have to.
You must be some sort of cop. You a cop?
Yes.
Okay. Are you on duty right now?
Am I on duty right now? Yes, I am on duty.
Okay, then how about you identify yourself?
This is 3.
Look at all these guns, man.
We're going to 1.
You say you're safe.
Yeah, I know. We're safe as the president, aren't we? My name's Vern Criswell, 1504.
Appreciate it, buddy.
That's all you get.
Yep.
That's all we asked.
That's all I asked for. I didn't ask for anything else.
I do have a copyrighted image, though. Let's go.
You go. I'm not going anywhere.
Defund them. If you focus these police and all the money they already got in the right direction, focus the money in the right areas, they got more than enough money. They need to be defunded. Just direct the money in the right areas. Look what's going on in the government right now. The federal government finding hundreds of billions of dollars in wasteful spending. It's the same way in these police departments, millions of dollars of wasteful spending in all these police departments around America. Defund them. Anybody who says otherwise, most likely is a bootlicker, part of the thin blue line army against we the people, violating our rights. We'll always hold them accountable, now and forever.
There you go.
No? Okay.
I'm going back up.
Now I'll go up with you.
Sure. Just taking pictures here. Vern. Appreciate your work, Fort Wayne Fire Department.
People want more funding for them, more training. Oh, just give them more training. Those are the same people that want more prisons, more cops to take their freedoms away, more laws. That's the American way, though. It's a police state. America is a full-blown police state, full-blown welfare state. You know, that's why a lot of these people in here, they worship the police. They slobber all over the thin blue line. The way they do is because they're all part of the welfare state, collecting that welfare money. They want to keep that welfare gravy train coming in. Their best way of doing that is backing the cops. Keep that gravy train coming in. It's time for that to stop. It's over. Finished.
That was very handy. We got a bunch of computers and stuff here.
How do you videotape it, man? Just gathering content for a story on my way down to floor 1.
That's just easy for us to bring them in.
How you doing today?
Hi.
You guys want to identify yourself?
Exercising this constitutional right.
You guys
want to identify yourselves?
You guys on duty police officers?
Yeah. Do you want to identify yourself?
You identify yourself. It's your, if you're in the course of your duties, that's your policy, right?
Oh, it is? No.
Do you have a permit to be in this building, videotaping?
So, that's, we're going down to 1. I'm going down to 1.
You're going down to 1?
Yeah.
Good.
All the way down.
Excuse me.
Oh, she's getting sorry about that, man. Sorry about these, all this testosterone in here, all these guns. Look at this guy. This is what you call intimidation fail. This is what you call police intimidation fail right here, guys.
There's no fail involved. We're just riding the elevator.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about. How you doing?
We're full. We're going down to 1.
Where you headed?
Come on
Down
in,
to
sir.
1.
Come on in, sir.
Wow, we were full, but
There is no full. That's a recommendation.
All these cops right here, these 6 cops. Guess how many illegals they arrested this year? Not 1. Guess how many illegals these 6 cops arrested this year? Not 1. Not 1. But they arrested hundreds of American citizens for petty crimes.
there's a weight limit on this, and these guys exceeded it.
No, I don't
They're
think
not
so.
following their own regulations, and they're
How much do I weigh?
wow. Oh, we got one. I can't pass up this good content. These guys are giving me the best content of the day. I'd like to get off there because I'm
Does
just
the
hot and
camera add
stuffy.
10 pounds?
Yes, it does.
Well, in your case, it adds 100 pounds.
Wow, I think that
You
was
could
the
probably
same.
lay off some of the donuts, to be honest with
There's
you.
a lot of testosterone going on in here.
That's more estrogen, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Have a good day.
Well, maybe I'll get back
You're
on.
not getting back on that elevator.
What? What do you mean I'm not getting back on there?
You're not
Whoa,
getting that
dude,
business. You're not getting on it.
Why not?
Where are you headed?
Wow,
Where are you
dude.
headed?
You need to de-escalate this
No, I
officer.
don't. He's not doing anything wrong.
You guys are You guys are aggressive. This guy over
This
here.
is aggressive.
Those cops. Those cops, they just can't stand to have an American citizen and a journalist, an auditor, an American in the same building, same elevator with them, but I bet they love all them illegals. This was in Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Police, they're not arresting any illegals either. What they're literally arresting. Our ICE is supposedly arresting 500 a day, 700 a day, 100,000, 200,000 a year. That's nothing compared to the 100 million, 200 million illegals that have flooded America. You're not getting them all out. It's over. I've been telling you that for years now. It's been going on for 30 plus years. It's never, I don't know, it might stop a little bit. Might stop the flow. I don't know. I can keep an eye on all these local townships, these local judges, prosecutors, see how many illegals they're taking in, how many they're prosecuting. I bet that's pretty easy to figure out. 0. Kelly, welcome. Spider, welcome. Reed, welcome. Let's vote. Let's overturn Terry v. Ohio. That'd be a good place to start. First Amendment to the United States Constitution. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution prevents Congress from making laws respecting an establishment of religion, prohibiting the free exercise of religion, or abridging the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the freedom of assembly, or the right to petition the government for redress of grievances. It was adopted on December 15, 1791, as one of the 10 amendments that constitute the Bill of Rights. The Free Press Clause protects publication of information and opinions and applies to a wide variety of media. The Supreme Court ruled that the First Amendment protected against prior restraint in almost all cases. In addition to the right of assembly guaranteed by this clause, the court has also ruled that the amendment implicitly protects freedom of association. Although the First Amendment applies only to state actors, there is a common misconception that it prohibits anyone from limiting free speech, including private, non-governmental entities. Moreover, the Supreme Court has determined that the protection of free speech is not absolute. Oh. Supreme Court. Those activist judges. Right now, there's a lot of those activist judges out there right now. Jackson, Michigan's full of them. The Judge Allison Bates Stein, activist judge. Michael Clarence Stein, activist judges. You know, are they upholding rule of law, or are they just an activist judge pushing their radical ideological political agendas on we the people? Many people would say these activist judges like Judge Allison Bates Stein, Judge Michael Clarence Stein, these traitors to humanity, what they're doing, flooding the communities with illegals, all the while arresting the American citizen, taking their rights away from them, taking more civil rights away from the American citizen, and then flood their community with thousands of illegals. These activist judges, they need to be removed from behind the bench, impeached. Impeach these activist judges that are violating rule of law. These activist judges, instead of following rule of law, they want to use their power to push their radical, ideological, political agendas on we the people. We're not having it. Yeah, if you want to stand on the right side of history, there's never a better time than now to join the 1A audit community, First Amendment auditor. Become a white hat, a law-abiding hero. Stand on the right side of history. Holding these corrupt police officers accountable, dirty cops, bad cops, gay cops. We hold them all accountable here at Freedom News now. We hold them all accountable. Stay with us. We got more cops. Stay with us. Here in Jackson, Michigan, we got a JPD, got undercovers here. We got 2 black male suspects pulled out of their vehicle. They're searching their vehicle. Looks like they got them in torture cuffs. At least one of them in torture cuffs. We got these city cops messing with these poor inner city black kids, taking the freedom of movement away from these poor inner city black kids. They're not pulling over any illegals. They're not taking any freedom away from the illegals. They want to focus on these poor black inner city kids. Police have lost the argument. Police have completely lost the argument. If you're a police officer in society in America now, If you're not I want to know how many illegals you arrested today. How many illegals have you arrested this week? Are you a traitor to America? Do the right thing.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, your range is good. You have bad lights. I think the biggest problem is those guys. Why those guys read? He's not supposed to real impressed with his friends after.
Yeah, but they're passing.
Well, no, he said that. He
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I don't know why he drove off. Those I don't know why he.
We just gotta make sure everybody's being safe. But yeah, stuff happens out here. You know what?
We got him out of the car to make sure everybody's safe.
I think he's right.
Thanks, fellas. Yep, I put it right back in the seat, I think. Is it right there?
Okay, so I showed up on scene. Now they put them back in their vehicles. They're, oh, thanks, guys. Can I get any comments, guys, on what the stop was for? Officers?
Breaking the law.
You just letting them go and thanking them now for breaking the law? Was it too serious of an offense? Or?
No, we believe they were getting chased, so yeah.
Oh, they were getting chased by cops, it looks like, by an undercover. They were getting chased by you.
I'm not undercover.
Yeah, you are. You're in an undercover vehicle. So they were getting chased, but they were getting chased by these two undercover cops. They had masks on before this. So I can see why they were afraid. They were in fear for their life. Can I get any name and badge numbers?
037.
Name. Undercover. That's disgraceful. JPD, there they go. Yeah, that's a good point about auditors are like Doge on a smaller scale, rooting out the corruption, rooting out the waste and corruption in government. Auditors are just on a much smaller scale. They don't have as much power, the finances behind them, the money behind them. Imagine if the auditor community had the millions of dollars behind them like the thin blue line has, how powerful the movement would be. It'd be unstoppable. The 1A audit community would be unstoppable. There'd be nobody that could defeat us. We'd have total victory every time. If we had millions of dollars in backing like the Doge crew has. But we're doing good. We're still getting wins. We're still having total victories. Who's all in here? We Cook, welcome. Donna, welcome. DMC, welcome. Sketch, welcome. Kelly, welcome. I see y'all in there. What a great time to be alive. I'm so thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you who joins us here on these YouTube live streams. Be that lucky number. 119,000 subscribers and subscribe now. We're real close. Real close. Win that free merch. Go check out the Freedom News Now merch store. We got all new merch in there. We just created all new merch. Got a press shirt. Get your press shirt. Get your media shirt for the new year 2025 for those audits. Get that right here shirt. Help you make that viral video. Right here, right here. Albuquerque's got corruption. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of corruption in New Mexico with the police. Phoenix and New Mexico, particularly Albuquerque. Wojcik, welcome. JJ, welcome. JJ Yarborough, JJ Yarborough. And Michael Tizer, Michael Tizer. Those are similar names, but not the exact names. More videos, more cops. Stay with us. More cops. I want to see some of these auditors around the country this year. I want to see that movement spreading out there. I want to see these auditors, cop watchers that are confronting these cops. I want to see them asking them how many illegals they arrested this week, how many illegals they arrested today when they're out there pulling over American citizens, writing them tickets, taking their money, taking their freedom, taking their life. That'll be the question posed to every police officer I encounter this year. Every one of them. Every single cop I encounter this year. I'm asking them, how many illegals have you arrested this week, this year? I'm going to be relentless on it. I'm going to be relentless on the questions. Those judges, when those judges get confronted, I'm going to ask those judges how many illegals they locked up, how many illegals they prosecuted, how many illegals they tossed over the border. How many that come across, sneaking across, they come sneaking across the border. Blaze, welcome. Thank you, Blaze. Yeah, here in Michigan, we're coming to you from Michigan. So, you know, there's a lot of illegals here in Michigan from Canada. You know, it's not only Mexicans that are coming across the border, Chinese. You know, here in coming across Canada, there's a lot of them from the Middle East. Coming across, a lot of Canadians sneaking across the border. Yeah, we hold them all accountable. There's a lot of, you'll see a lot of them pop up in here in the comment section. The bootlickers, they're government workers. They're paid to sow discourse. You know, a lot of it slowed down since Doge has come in and cleaned up some of these departments that were funding these groups that were sent out to just go sow discourse in the communities. There's some of them popping in right now. I'm seeing them. We'll get rid of them real quick. They tried to sow discourse. They're government workers. They're alphabet agencies. Clean them up quick. They're real easy to identify. Real easy to identify when they come in. It don't take long. You know, their first comments are sowing discourse amongst the American people. They're probably some illegals on their free phone they still got. Hadn't been shut off yet. Hadn't been shut off yet. They're still using that free phone. You won't be trolling our channel much longer once that free phone gets shut down. Hmm. Who's all in here? I see y'all in here. I'm so thankful, so grateful for y'all coming in here, holding them accountable. We got more cops on the way. Stay with us. Police officers on the way, live. Stay with us. We're live. We're live, holding them accountable. We'll be holding them accountable this year, 2025. It's going to be a great year for accountability, transparency. Exposing these activist judges. Battle Creek, Michigan, Calhoun County, activist judges. They don't want to follow rule of law, allegedly. Harboring and concealing illegals against the will of we the people. It's happening in Jackson, Michigan. It's happening in Lansing, Michigan. It's happening in Washtenaw County, Michigan. These corrupt judges, these activist judges, like Judge Allison Bates Stein and Judge Michael Clarence Stein. They'd rather violate rule of law and harbor and conceal their precious illegals and arrest more American citizens. That's where they get their money from. They know where your bank accounts are at. They know where you work. They know where you live. You think they're going to go to Venezuela, Somalia, Yemen, Libya? You think they're going to go there and get their money when they don't show up to court? They get all their money off the American citizen, the American taxpayer. Enough is enough. Defund these courthouses. Defund these jails. Defund these police departments. It's happening. Oh, it's happening. It's already happened in Jackson, Michigan. We the people spoke up. We the people were heard. They defunded the jail. Why do these people want to fund these jails? So they can lock up more American citizens. They're not locking up illegals. They're letting all the illegals roam free. Why they lock you up? You want to pay to lose your freedom? Maybe if they're locking up illegals, I'd say, yeah, let's pay for it. I'm not going to pay for them to take my freedom away. There's a lot of fools that do it. You know, that's all the American people know. No, they don't know what freedom is. They don't know what real freedom is. You know, it's full-blown police state. They're living under a full-blown welfare state. Over 50% of Americans live on welfare. It's a full-blown welfare state. They don't want to speak up against the government. They speak up, they lose their welfare. All we can do is report and document on it, guys. Report and document. Hold them accountable. Stand on the right side of history. We're the white hats. We're the law-abiding heroes. Stand on the right side of history. Stand up, stand by. The white hats. Never a better time than now to join the 1A audit community. Who's in here? Who's in here? Looks like we're getting a few illegals coming into the chat. Some of the illegals and bootlickers. They're sitting around waiting to get tossed back over the wall. They're sitting around on their free phone waiting till they get tossed back over the wall. If you guys want to learn the right way to do First Amendment audits, learn the right way to grow your YouTube channel over 1,000 subscribers, learn here at Freedom News Now. Police accountability, civil rights education, and information. Talking cops. Police, audits, First Amendment audits, ID refusal. Stay with us. We got more cops on the way. More cops on the way. Stay with us. We're live. Coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground. I'm your host, Justin Mack. You haven't seen nothing yet. You want to see Just Insane come out? Stick with us when we get back out on the front lines. You want to see crazy? You haven't seen nothing yet till we bring out Just Insane. Live. Where we talk police officer gets fired for insane behavior live. Stay with us. More cops on the way. Here we go. More cops. Stay with us. More cops. Yeah, we're talking about the Danville man. Law firm calling for the man in Walmart. Police officer TJ Godby using multiple strikes on a 66-year-old man, dementia, at a Walmart after the Walmart loss prevention officers did the wrong thing, reported them to the thin blue line where they escalated. They don't teach de-escalation techniques anymore in law enforcement. It's all about escalation of force. What a great time to be alive. Timothy, welcome. McLovin, welcome. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you. You're watching these live streams here at Freedom News Now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab. Got Jackson police officer charged. Jackson police officer was allowed to resign after multiple felonies. His baby mama was spying through his phone, looking through his phone, found some messages from a woman he just arrested, asking about if he wanted to see the video. He was allowed to resign. They didn't cut his uniform. Now he can become a gypsy cop. He's awaiting trial on multiple felony charges. Not a First Amendment auditor, not a cop watcher, not a citizen journalist, not the white hats, the law-abiding heroes of First Amendment auditors. Look at all the positive comments. So thankful, so grateful for each of you, each and every one of you joining us here on this YouTube live stream here at Freedom News Now. Never better time than now to get out there and exercise your First Amendment rights, exercise those two-way rights, those Fifth Amendment rights, that right to remain silent. Use that silent treatment on them. It drives them nuts, drives those cops crazy. Go check out some of our other YouTube videos. We have over 300 YouTube videos. Go watch some of those First Amendment audit ID refusal videos. Go check out the Freedom News Now store. Get your merch. Consider joining here at Freedom News Now. Become a member. Get those access to extra perks here at Freedom News Now. So thankful for each and every one of your comments, all your emails, everyone who showed up and watched this live stream, joined us here for this live stream. Talking police officer gets fired for insane behavior live. It's all about breaking the matrix today, guys. Game over, Matrix. Freedom News Now, and the Freedom Army is here for police accountability and transparency like never before. The new generation of auditors, the new branch of military, the First Amendment auditors, the real heroes, standing on the right side of history. There's a new branch of military, the First Amendment auditors, the real heroes in America, defending and protecting your civil rights now and forever for current and future generations. Never a better time than now to join the 1A audit community. Join the First Amendment auditor community. It's growing fast. Growing real fast. Now is the time. Stand on the right side of history. Stand up, stand by. Hold those police accountable. Hold those judges accountable. We're going to wrap this video up here at Freedom News Now. As always, thank you for watching Freedom News Now, First Amendment Audit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for police accountability, civil rights education, and information YouTube videos. And I'll see you on the next one.